By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Meracidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
It's one of the Amalia? Oh yeah?
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more.
Good.
Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
Would you make peace with Ul'dah then? Good.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalia.
Yep. That's good.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
What's going on, Alphino? Checking out the tower? Sometime earlier inside the Paglathon Tower. Oh no, don't tell me. Does he die? Oh, what's going on? The Amalia in the walls. The whole building seems to be made out of
What in Relga's
flesh.
name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Oh no.
Get back!
No! What have I done?
Set off a security system of some
Too
kind.
late for them. We're leaving now.
What's happening? Oh no. A lunar Ifrit?
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Are they dead? Are we not going to find out? So, based on my guess, those towers summon a lunar version of primals associated with the area. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arenvald's safe return. Next quest. When the dust settles. One second. Oh, it's still playing. I do not know what he said. Brave Scions. Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistry. Your Grace, whatever is the matter. As our troops withdrew from Pagalthan, they came upon the 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend I believe, had been wounded and was being dragged away by the other. Okay, so they survived, one's just wounded. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Arenvald's condition, Your Grace, the wounded scout? Not save that it is grave, the Chirurgeons tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Dava, Isinian, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Pagalthan. Come on, then. Okay, where are we going? Oh, great. Alchemist's Guild. Oh, I need to talk to the left attendant. Husting strip, I think. Ula is such a confusing layout. I don't think I'll use a crystal to get there, I'll just run. Oh. Wait, I could have gone down this way. Then this way... to this door up here. Let's keep going up. And go this way. Oh, there's a Stinian. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor? Master Damieliot is attending to him as we speak. You would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Damieliot say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alphino. This isn't helping. But you're right, forgive me. When we said farewells to Arenvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
Seems like she has.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
Oh, thought so.
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Well, Fordola, you're going to tell us what exactly
Thank you
happened?
for bringing him back. He owes you his life.
You probably tell us, Fordola. What these towers end up doing.
I just wish I had been there. Perhaps... I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the Warrior of Bloody Light.
I prefer Warrior of
People
Darkness.
die all the
Sounds
time,
better.
for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
I agree wholeheartedly, Alphino.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better, and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
Damn,
The
Estinian.
battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Yeah. If we die, someone else will just take up that dream for themselves. I know. There is nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. Fragrant Chamber? Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Yep. Stenian, you going to join too? He's practically a member of the Seventh Dawn.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide.
Has no one been told what exactly happened?
Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission.
Okay, here we go.
Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
Mm-hmm.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within.
That's what I'm thinking.
Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence
Oh great,
of
there's
further such
a whole bunch of
entities.
more lunar primals. Lunar Titan, Leviathan.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
Okay, good. You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Pagalfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Something bad's gonna happen. Other than,
Now, if you will forgive
what's
me,
his face being
I must
hurt.
consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
I thought it was pronounced respite and not respite. Maybe there's multiple pronunciations for it. More cinematics. I love cinematics. I love story. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphino. Arenvald is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all are in agreement then, I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a heavy hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. What you got thinking about? Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Oh, are we officially going to make him a scion? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Boldezian woman. If I refuse, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? Rising Stones, there we go. That's a cool outfit.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Okay.
Thanks to Arenvald's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
I feel like that's not going to work.
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that.
I'd hope so.
I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay.
What would that be?
After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
I don't trust
We were
Hydaelyn.
wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't remember when that was. When was it? Day into Crystarium. I don't think that was Hydaelyn that was talking. It was during that star shower, right? Pretty sure it was the Dragon Song War.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the First, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
Yeah, I do not trust Hydaelyn.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
What are you thinking of now?
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Join the Scions, Estinian.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less.
He's gonna join.
And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Yeah, he's joining.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
I was wondering when he'd officially joined the Scions.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Oh, meanwhile in the Imperial Palace, we've got more. What's happening? Oh, is he looking for more weapons to use, like figuring it out? Damn, he's gone through a lot, hasn't he?
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
Were they made by Fandaniel? Though they're pretty strong weapons.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
I have to say, he looks better in this outfit than he did in Stormblood.
It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure
I like how
more
animated he
Mercedian
is.
dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
Control what? What is this
The
you-know-what?
hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
I already know what kind of weapon he's getting. The scythe.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
It makes me remember I'm probably gonna main the Reaper job in Endwalker.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Oh, so he already has it here. I assume the first reveal of that scythe was in the Endwalker trailer, which would make sense. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot more accurately, you won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future. But for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you, it's the least I can do to support the Scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arendald. Sigh, I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles now, would it? That's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I'll promise you'll be the first to know. And with that, I believe I'll end the stream for tonight. Thank you to all who followed and stopped by and watched. And thank you, Lilith, for the raid of 16. Tomorrow I'll be starting a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Blue, and Final Fantasy will be back next Sunday. See ya. See you all.